Hi, we're back again. I'm Soshana.
And I'm Joyce.
Oh man, tis the season. Tis the
Winter
season.
is here.
Tis the
It's
season.
not as cold though.
Well, okay, not to you, but I'm feeling a little chilly.
Really? Like for me, it's like winter's the time. The weather has to be so cold, so all the bugs and they can go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but it's not as cold as I wanted it to be, I guess.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it can be colder. Mm-hmm. It can be colder. But yeah, but tis the season to what? As far as work is concerned, it feels like everybody wants to like relax, chill out, right?
Interestingly, though. For me, November, October is a bit slow. Now is the time that we have to really calculate estimated taxes and things like that.
Okay.
For those who have made more than what they anticipate as far as the profit is concerned.
Okay.
Because you have to kind of put your money aside to be able to make the payments. Interestingly, the IRS is going to raise their interest rate.
They're going to, what they charge if?
Yeah, so if you make the payments late.
Okay.
So anyways, we don't have to worry about it today. We're not going to worry about it. But I mean, but things are changing. And so I was like, so that's what we're doing lately.
I need to put some alarms on.
So we go through their financials and things like that and say, hey, let's save some more.
Okay.
The idea is this though, if you owe a lot of tax, like let's say if you have made enough estimated tax payment, because that gets to be determined by, what you filed last year, right? And if you have made enough money, as far as the estimated tax payments are concerned, then I'll be recommending you to put that money in somewhere else and then pay it when the amount is due, which is usually April 15th, right? Instead of making all the estimated tax payments right now. Because right now, if you were to put the money into like cities and what have you, they give you much better rate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So anyways.
But the deadline to get that money in is April.
April. Right.
Okay.
If you have made
the estimated taxes.
No, that's like final tax.
Oh, the final tax. Okay. All right. But the estimated tax payments need to be done
by January 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways.
Okay, good.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the season. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like Thanksgiving comes around and it's like
everything.
Yeah, like everything kind of like chills out, whatever, But I'm wondering how your business is during this season, like, because this season, a lot of us I shouldn't say us, but a lot of real estate agents kind of start dwindling down a little bit, like calm things down a little bit, taking it more easy. Amazingly, I'm still like busy.
That's good.
Busy. I mean, and it is good. It's a blessing that we have work. But yeah, it's a kind of a feeling of like, I feel like I want to take naps and stuff. Yeah. And watch movies.
But I mean, like, if you want to start strong next year, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Then you really have to.
Yeah. So the effort now. Effort now. In reality, in real estate, that's how it is. It's like this is the season that we need to be really like getting things together.
In the pipeline.
And contacting our potentials that we're thinking about, are thinking about buying next year. Like, kind of give you, like doing this, it kind of gives you an idea of, what you have coming up for the next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in our business, it's not like, typically that somebody approaches you and right then they want to buy. Usually it takes some time. Yeah.
How long usually does it take, would you say?
I would say maybe a good 3 months, maybe. Like somebody approaches you and they're like, I've been thinking about selling my house or whatever. Okay, or buying a house. It's usually taking like 3-4 months.
And they have to check out the houses first and the whole process, I think.
That's okay, because you have when they approach you and they're like thinking about it, okay, and then you have to talk to them and see, hey, are you, what's your situation? Are you ready to talk to a loan officer? You want to get an idea, what their credit score looks like, so on and so forth. Okay, they may be ready. Okay, yes, I'm ready to go. So they go talk to the loan officer. And the loan officer checks them out or whatever. And depending on what kind of pre-approval they get. They may get a pre-approval like right that same day, and they can start shopping, right? Or they may get, the loan officer may submit it for a conditional approval. Some of them call it like a TBD. Like they haven't found the house yet, but I think we talked about that in a recent episode where they submit the documents to underwriting,
right.
pending the house and pending the appraisal, so on and so forth. And that takes a little bit longer because they need to get all the documents to submit, kind of thing. But once they're pre-approved, it depends on how long it takes them to find the house that they want, right? And then once they find the house that they want, then we start the process of getting them from contract to close, and that takes another month usually.
Well, isn't it faster these days though? Does it still take a month?
Okay, not necessarily to close. You can close pretty fast if you want to. Yeah. It just depends on that buyer, because if the buyer does not provide the loan officer with all the things that the loan officer asks for. Like if the loan officer says, I need this, they need to hurry up and provide that information.
Yeah, otherwise it kind
up front, with that TBD type of pre-approval, with like conditional approval, they need to get all that to the loan officer as soon as possible so that the loan officer can be able to move quickly and be able to close that transaction quickly.
Yep.
And I mean, we've seen it. We have, a few preferred lenders that they're able to close within 8 to 10 days. That's really fast.
Yes, less than 2 weeks. That's good.
Yeah. It almost feels like a cash purchase. It almost does.
Yeah.
Because it's just getting the loan done and then the title work and you're good to go.
Done.
So, yeah, but, yeah.
So you were like in December, other than like doing the pipeline, I guess, work, you still have to prepare for the next year that's coming.
Yeah, and getting everything ready for 1099s and stuff.
Yeah, but other than that, you can still be like mentally though, right? It's not like you are like all in working mode. Just because it's different. The season.
It's different.
Yeah.
It does feel a little bit more relaxed. And like today, my husband Eric and I, we went and met up with a friend of ours, and my friend and her husband, and we went out to a late lunch, and it was nice. We went to Atlanta.
Oh,
and
downtown.
We went to Houston's.
Oh, you guys are brave. I can't go to downtown anymore.
Well, let me tell you, it was a haul because we live in Gwinnett County.
Yeah.
And then when I told Eric, I was like, he wanted to know where we were going. I says, we're going to Houston's. I think that's in Buckhead, but I think it's really it's not Buckhead. It's
Midtown?
Brookhaven.
Brookhaven.
Brookhaven. And he's like, oh no, traffic, whatever. I'm like, look, you got to think positive thoughts, okay? Okay, just, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I've got my Peach Pass, okay? Both me and Eric are going to be in the car, so we can get in that quick commuter lane. Actually, I was surprised. I was like, Eric, look at this. No traffic going over there.
What time?
We were supposed to be there at 2:30. We got there like 2:31.
Oh.
Yeah. And
it's in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Almost.
And then he was like, oh man, but we're gonna get stuck in traffic coming back, whatever. I'm like, Eric, please think positive thoughts. Okay, think positive thoughts. So we're heading back. What time, Eric, did you say that we needed to go? It was like right at 2 hours before we had to be here, 4 o'clock or so. So 4:15 or so.
Oh, that's when you left.
We left. So you could imagine, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, Eric was, he did say that we're going to be coming back during rush hour. Well, most of the way from where we were towards Gwinnett County was really fine. We got to Jimmy Carter, and I was like, wow, there's no traffic. And, as we got to Jimmy Carter, there's where we saw the traffic build up. But we were in the commuter lane, and we were able to go zoom, 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 bye, everyone. I mean, I'm going to tell you, that, to me, it's so well worth it. I don't care. I know sometimes it's expensive. I know it's like, I mean, I think
How
I
much do
pay.
they charge? I've never used it.
No?
So, yeah, no.
No, I think at the most that I've ever paid is probably like maybe $17 or something like that.
One way?
Yeah, because the traffic was really heavy, you know. But there's times that commuter lane is also
Also
trafficy.
The price is different at different times.
Yeah, it
I
just
didn't know
changed.
that.
It's more
does
during
change.
rush hour than it is during the middle of the day.
They're just sucking our blood
It's
out.
alright, it's worth
Yeah.
it, but I gladly pay it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mhm.
Everything's so
As long
expensive.
as there's not traffic on that lane, you know, because it really does stink if
Well, everything, the price has gone up quite a bit, like wherever you
Yeah.
go, like food and everything else.
everything.
But lately, like they're, especially in like electric vehicle, that industry, the battery and stuff like that, there have been some like layoffs and things.
Mm.
So I'm like, this would certainly have some kind of impact in local like community, right?
Yeah.
As to, and I haven't really seen anything going down price wise.
Mm.
So I don't know, but I mean, wherever we go, I mean, yesterday we had a staff dinner, annual dinner
Mhm.
at a fairly good restaurant, and like that place was pretty packed. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, where's all these people from? How do they afford all
You know what's
this?
so crazy?
What?
Okay, it makes me think about this, you know. So, you know, prices have gone up, interest rates have gone up, right?
That's true.
Okay. And people freak out. Oh my goodness, interest rates are high.
Mm.
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till interest rates go down. But look at this. Food goes up, gas goes up, everything, right? And then everybody's like, well, you know what, it's expensive, whatever, to go out to eat. After a while, you're like, you know what, I want to go out to eat.
Mhm.
And you go out and you eat. Okay, even though it's expensive. People, they adjust. They adjust.
That is true, as long as you can afford it, really. I mean, it's like, okay, now if before all this, let's say you have some extra, like $10,000 or like extra. But now with all this, you may have half of it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like we have built this habit,
Right.
right?
Yes, we have.
And we can't really diet it down to nothing. And
Right.
then we're going to be feeling like, oh God, I can't be on this diet anymore, that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. People want to enjoy life. I think
that's
that's the
important
thing.
too.
I think
I think if you control your fixed expenses, which are house payment, car payment, just big ticket items, if you can kind of not overdo those items, for the most part, people are okay. You hear this a lot in that, like, oh, you took too many like lattes and saved the lattes and whatever like that. I mean, I think what's more important is these big ticket items. Are you putting in more than what you're supposed to or what you can afford, right? Because these little pleasures, right? The lattes and whatever like that. If you don't get that, you feel like you're constrained. You know what I mean? You're not happy anymore.
Right.
Right? Because relatively speaking, cost-wise, is not that expensive. Right? So, but I think a lot of times people buy these like electric vehicles these days, right? And they talk about this tax credits and what have you. I'm like, forget the credit. When things are on sale, clearance, you're still spending money.
Yeah.
You're not saving.
Right.
So when you're buying, the price has come down, right, for electric vehicles. Yeah, it used to be 75,000, now it's 50,000. It used to be like 130,000, now it's down to 90,000. But you still have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Right? So those big chunk ticket items are the ones that actually kind of like constrain you from, living your life. Because like, let's say you bring in like 10 grand and then you maximize on the, home loans.
Right.
Half of it is already gone. Then with that half, you decide to buy whatever's fancy car. Then you're down to, you know what I mean? And then people talk about, save your latte money and all that. And then you're like, you're not happy. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Today we had, like in the afternoon, we ordered, we went to this coffee store and coffee shop, and we're like, oh, what kind of coffee do you want? And so we're all, getting the drinks for everybody. It's like, so if you were to count those things and you go like, I can't join because I have to like really watch out what I spend. It's just like so stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And we here in the United States, we're kind of spoiled.
That's true.
We're kind of spoiled.
Really spoiled.
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to go back. It's easy to kind of expand out, easy to like, move into a bigger house.
Yeah.
Move into the next level.
Yeah.
It's like,
But even like, it's like you said, it's easy to expand, but to go from having
downsizing is hard.
Downsize or what did they call it? What's the word? I'm trying to think. When minimalist, when become a more minimalist type of person or go for that type of lifestyle. I mean, it seems like it's difficult. Like I feel like, we've been married. Can you believe it? Eric and I have been married 31 years.
I know.
Okay. And, it's like you have this house and you have these things in there and you're like, how many trips to Costco did we make? How do you,
I know.
Bless you. How do you, like, get all this stuff in here? We don't even have a truck that's big enough to carry all.
You got to move things out now.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's helpful though.
It is.
It's helpful.
Good to clear out. But sometimes it's hard for some. Some people are easy. They're like, okay, let me like get a bag, just throw it away. But then sometimes, like I find myself that this is challenging for me because, like I feel like I work hard for the things that.
Oh yeah, and then you chose to buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it was given to you for free and that kind of stuff, and so. It's hard. And, Deborah is working on my house, right?
Oh, yes!
Like interior thing. So finally, we bought the furniture and things like that. And so I had this, like, huge carpet, right? Mm-hmm. And it's, like, still brand new, kind of looking. Yeah. It's still so, like, nice and everything. And she's like, so I said to Deborah, Deborah, can I keep this? And Deborah goes... doesn't mess with anything. So I'm just like, so I gave it away, right? Okay. But it's things like that. You know what I mean? I kind of see the end picture as to how this room is going to look like. Yeah. And I really wanted to make it work, the color-wise and the, all that. Yeah. But like doing that is hard.
It is hard.
I'm still working on it. So I have this like, lamp set, right? Yeah. To me, it works just okay, right? Yeah. But I can see that if I were to change the color and the brightness and whatever, I think it's gonna look better. Yeah. But but that's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah. So
it really is hard.
I was like, so I get rid of all this for free, and then I need to purchase these things, and at some point we're all gonna have to downsize. I mean, that's my opinion.
I think the same thing. I think the same thing. For me, it's kind of hard. I feel like I need a third party to come in and say, ask me, do you really use this fan? Yes. No. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to donate? We're going to throw it away? Like, make those decisions because it's just, you accumulate this stuff and it gets overwhelming.
I know, but I mean, like, it's hard to get rid of them too. Because there's an emotional attachment there. And all that too. But
you want to say no, that's not true. You want to say that that's not true, but there is an emotional attachment.
Yeah. So whatever. So anyways, but I'm still working on it. Mm-hmm. So it's been a couple of months already.
Okay. Do you feel like there's a change? Do you notice the difference?
Yes. I do. So there's this one like art frame or art piece that we've been wanting to get, and so we're still thinking about it. But other than that, like you said, moving things around a little bit. Yeah, it was really helpful. Yeah, and it it feels open. Yeah, the furniture we got was bigger than the normal size furniture, but it kind of worked out. Okay, and so I'm happy about that. There's still more to go. Yeah. But still, I mean, Deborah was really, really good with working with me in that, I guess I go through this phase in terms of like, okay, I'm finally here, you know what I mean? Yeah. I can now like get rid of the furniture and whatever. And so I got this color. And even for the color of the furniture, okay, we went back and forth. Like I go there and dark brown leather, let's say, is good. But then when I went there, there's like, sage color.
Okay.
It looks so good. You know what I mean? So I took a pictures of it and then I sent it to her. She's like, oh, not really.
Okay. Yeah. Because she'll tell you.
Yeah.
She'll tell you, which I like about, that's what I like about Debs. Oh, I call her Debs.
So,
she gives you that guidance.
Yeah.
So that you
it
have
was
an
fun,
idea.
though. It is fun. It is
Yeah.
fun.
She makes it so, like,
Effortless.
pleasant. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I love just hanging out with Deborah.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Okay, because or whenever she's out shopping for stuff, I'm like, oh, how are you gonna put that together? I want to see how that's gonna turn out, and it's amazing. She's really creative.
Well, I think the challenge maybe is that how a lot of times the pieces that she puts together in pictures and whatever, when you order them, the colors may not be exactly the same as what you envision it to be, right? But I mean, somehow it kind of works.
Yeah.
The stuff that she picks kind of works. I mean, that's kind of amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that people have their talents. Okay, just like you have your accounting talent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my real estate talent. She's got her design talent, and it's like, you know what? I am envious because I wish that I had that talent. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
So that's why we resort to people that have that expert.
Right, exactly.
It
It works out well at the end, It
Yeah.
works out well.
It does. It
So
does.
that's kind of like we're doing. So for this
That's cool.
holiday season,
Yeah.
we're finally kind of moving things out of the way,
That's cool.
putting things in.
Mhm.
So we're almost done,
Okay.
except for a couple of pieces.
Mhm.
So
Did you decorate?
one tree, yes.
Okay. All right. That's good.
You know, I've been kind of debating about that too. Like, it's really nice to look at a house that's well decorated. But I feel so lazy, you know what I mean? Oh, like, putting up is one thing. Taking it down, thinking about taking it down, that's just like such.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I said, no, I can't be, I just can't be this way.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to do something this year. So my husband and I, we went shopping to purchase like Christmas stuff. And then we ended up just getting like lights. And that was it. And we're like, oh my God, we're so
What do we
bad.
do with this?
We're so bad, because we're so bad. While we're shopping, we're still thinking about how are they going to take this thing down.
Well, I'm with you on that.
So
Because
I'm like-
I just, I went to one of my agent's house, and she spent a lot of time. But I'm gonna tell you something. It is like a wonderland in
I
there.
know, it looks like a Martha Stewart house.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Oh.
And but in my mind, same thoughts. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be a lot of work.
Taking it down.
Taking it down, putting it away.
So I just,
Tell her what you do.
what do you do?
What do I do?
Let you skinny trees. What do we do?
Oh.
So what'd you do? Did you decorate your house up? With the
But that wasn't my idea, okay? It was my aunt. My aunt came into town, and she's like, "Oh, they're so decorated. They're decorated so nice." She got a bag, put them over the tree, wrapped them real good, and we transported them down to the basement. And then, when it's time for 'tis the season,
You just bring it right back up.
take off the plastic. It's good to go, and just arrange the ornaments.
Oh, because you don't use a basement then. You just
No, we have it's sort of a finished basement, but we have a place where we can store things.
yeah.
You know,
that's you just put him there.
So that's what we do. It wasn't my idea. That was my aunt's. My aunt, she's a genius. The one
That's a
in
good
Panama.
idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
List amount.
It is. Oh my goodness! And even that is like, we need to go get that tree.
It's so nice though when you have it all up and like
It is.
So maybe
It is
next
nice.
year. Maybe next year we're gonna decorate outside of the house.
Yeah.
My husband and I, we just talked about it. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be more
Yeah.
for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like it used to be people really did decorate their house during Christmas time and also like Halloween.
Yeah.
But nowadays, not too many are doing it.
Yeah. I think people are so wrapped up in work that it's like they're tired. They don't feel up to it, you know? So I think that's a situation.
So you're staying in town during the holidays?
Yeah, I am. So, I think we were talking about a little bit about what during the season and what we do and stuff. And I feel like during this season I tend to like spend time like meeting up with friends because I have a little bit more time,
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I think so. Like reconnecting a little bit. I think it's nice.
Yeah, because what gives you a reason to get together too?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get together now, otherwise it's another year.
Exactly. But wait a minute. Before we got started, you said we should go somewhere.
Yeah, this it's. I don't know. I don't even know what they're. I know
it's in Alpharetta.
Yeah, it's in Alpharetta.
Okay.
So they serve coffee.
Okay.
All kinds of coffee.
Okay.
And they serve cocktails, all kinds of cocktails.
Okay.
And so, like,
I wonder if they serve White Russians.
Why only 4 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
They're open for dinner, like with cocktails and stuff, right?
Okay.
But dinner, I don't think it's heavy, right?
Okay.
But and then they have baked goods.
Okay.
And so in the morning they have coffee, and the price is like really reasonable.
Okay.
I haven't been there myself, so we can go over tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go tomorrow.
Do we need to get a reservation?
No. It's not that kind of.
Okay, but we need to get there a little bit early. Yeah. No.
Like in the midday, so maybe it's so it's not that crowded, I guess.
But tomorrow's a Saturday, so hopefully.
Yeah, I'll see when's a good time. I'll let you know so we can go there. I'm very excited about their cocktail list. I mean, they really have a long list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe so tonight or this afternoon when we went out to dinner with our friends, I ordered a White Russian.
What's that? Oh, the cocktail.
It's a cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
And
what is it made with?
What's it made out of?
Vodka, Kahlua, and heavy cream.
Okay. Now Eric makes a really great White Russian. Okay.
Oh.
I like saying I like White Russian.
You guys should try what's in my cupboard here. It's wine with cream. You know how like Bailey's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, White Russian. I should try it. I never had it before.
So we'll have to see if they have that there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had one at this restaurant we went to today. It wasn't, it was okay, but it wasn't one of like the more delicious ones. I'm telling you, I repeat, Eric's White Russian is really good.
Oh.
He makes a good White Russian, so you need to get Eric to make you one.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I had one when I went to my cousin's wedding in Panama.
Uh-huh.
That's what I would order. I'll have a White Russian.
Oh, they served it there too.
They served it there. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was good. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the list was long. And this is what kind of like my son is really interested in, possibly looking into and do right?
Yeah.
So he had to go to work like 6:30 in the morning or something. He woke up he's not watching. But anyway. And then he went, right? Because he really wants to see how they serve it and things like that. Because, like, I was talking to one of my clients who has a lot of restaurants, and I said, like, why in Duluth do we not have this kind of restaurant?
Yeah.
Right? He says, Joyce, you're not going to make any money. And that was his answer. So I go, okay.
I wonder why.
Because he says, like, not yet, anyways. You know how those rather fancy restaurants and all these like bars and places are like still in towards the south, like Buckhead or.
Well, you can't do something like in downtown Duluth, because I think in downtown Duluth people are going to the downtown areas to find like places so that they don't have to travel all the way downtown.
See, they don't have any parking space though.
There's a parking lot there.
They do have parking lot, but not enough space. I mean, whenever I went there, I was like, oh God,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really enjoying going to these downtown areas.
Like in
I like going
Duluth.
downtown Duluth, downtown Norcross, downtown Lawrenceville. I love going to my little downtown areas.
Yeah, I like downtown areas, but Duluth is the place where I was like, well, I don't know, maybe the time that I went.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's not enough parking space and just drives me nuts.
Maybe you need to go with me whenever I go.
Maybe that'll help. You have like some kind of
That's right. I'm like, it's like the driving today.
Yeah.
I told Eric, I said, you see, whenever we're coming back, we're like rushing because we have to get over here. I'm like, you see, Eric, you got to think positive thoughts. You see how
all the
see how there's no traffic? The universe set this up, okay? And we got back home. I was like, wow, see, this is amazing. I thought we were going to have a whole bunch of traffic, but we got through.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's good.
Same thing with parking. Okay, think positive thoughts and be like, look, okay, I'm gonna get a parking spot that's close to the restaurant where I want to go.
Maybe I'm too negative on those things. Like Eric said, only the emojis that that the negative person. Anyways,
Do you believe in the law of attraction?
to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a certain degree. I'm not crazy about that though.
No.
But to a certain degree. I mean, like, this is what Wayne Dyer, the guy who passed. But anyways,
That's the one you showed me today? No.
so he said this. He said he was okay. A person moved right from another state or something, and then this person was asking him, "How's this neighborhood? Are they nice? Is it safe? Blah blah blah." And so he said, I asked her, "How was the place that you moved from?" She says, "Oh, oh, it's very nice. Everybody's so friendly. I had a lot of fun. Blah blah blah." And so then he says, "Oh, it'll be the same." Right? And he says, somebody else comes to me and says, like, asking me the same thing. And I ask her or him, how was the place that you moved from? And this person tells me, oh, it was terrible. Nobody's nice. And, it was not, I didn't feel safe and blah, blah, blah. And then his answer is like, it'll be the same here. So I think there's certain truth to it. I mean, I really do think so. But I mean, a lot of it, I think, would drive you to,
Yeah.
as to what you want to make it. And the battle, I guess, or the things that go through my mind is like, I want to be really realistic. I mean, that's my whole thing. What did he say? Elon Musk was being interviewed a few days ago, I guess, and he says like, he did not exact words, but that's how I understood it. Is that the thing that he makes him humble? I guess he can be in a position that he can be humble. You know what I mean? He's done some whatever.
Right.
Is that physics? He can't manipulate it
Okay.
in such a way that it's going to work for him. You know what I mean? He has to follow it. He has to work with it.
Okay.
He has to kind of like obey the
laws,
the science. You see? Unlike, so I mean, like in that same line, I guess it's a line of thought to me. It's like, okay, you can say, oh, the positive thinking, all that, but I don't want that to kind of cloud the reality.
We're going to definitely have to talk about law of attraction. Because
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to tell you something. I believe in law of attraction, like, majorly.
Really?
Like, yes, it's like it works. For me, it works. I think it depends on the person, right?
That's true. I mean, that too. And then I think maybe another factor is that you work at it too.
Yes.
You believe in it is one thing. If you work at it, that means, gets at it. And I think it has something to do.
Next time we meet, we're going to talk about the law of attraction.
Okay.
Okay.
You share your thoughts. Let me see what I'm missing.
Okay, because I'm just like, whenever, I don't know, I feel like I've lived by that, and then when I realized that, oh, wow, this thing really works. I've got something going. It's like, wow, I kept doing more and more and seeing results. But I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Next time
But do you meditate? Is
I
that
don't,
where-
but I really wish I could get, like, I feel like I need to learn a little bit more about meditating.
Mhm.
I've had a little bit of help, but
Mhm.
I need to get myself more tranquil in order to get to the point where I feel like I can meditate, because I've got a lot going on.
Well, I'd love to listen to it. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about it next time.
Let's talk about that next time.
Okay.
You
Cool.
know, and we need to enjoy the season,
That's
and we need to make sure that tomorrow we go out
yes.
and have some delicious cocktails.
There you go.
Okay. I don't know. We need to do that periodically. We need to like do it periodically.
I'll find those places.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
I will.
And then we could talk about if we liked it or not.
That's right.
Okay, that'd be so awesome.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, I guess we'll leave it here, and then next week we'll talk about law of attraction.
There you go.
All right. Well, it was good having you. I'm Soshana.
And I'm Joyce.
All right. See you next time. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you have questions on anything we covered, or you'd like to ask us, just leave it in the comments below. We love to hear what you have to say about what we talked about and what you want us to talk about. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.